Hello everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this video. I do hope you're doing really amazing, and we are going to be looking at what is taking place. Today is the final day of April, and tomorrow we're going to be starting May. And right now across the North Atlantic Basin, there's a couple of features. We've got that system, that blob of all those thunderstorms, a lot of heavy rain associated moving through parts of the states. And there's a couple of dissipating frontal systems out there as well. And that trough still extends into the Eastern Caribbean. So many areas have undoubtedly been experiencing rainfall activity consistently. So that's still happening. And especially as we're heading into the afternoon, there's some thunderstorms which are popping up in sections of the Caribbean as well. Our intertropical convergence zone, that area just within the vicinity of West Africa and offshore Africa, is continuing to get active, likewise for the Eastern Pacific. So let's get more into the details here. All right, and taking a closer look at the Caribbean, as I mentioned, we're starting to have some thunderstorm activity popping up this afternoon. So within parts of southern Hispaniola, even in Puerto Rico as well, there is some activity. And elsewhere across the Eastern Caribbean, such as the vicinity of the ABC Islands, has also been a little active, and similarly for parts of the Lesser Antilles. Headed to the west, though, for most of Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, Cuba, and even towards Central America, it's not as active. We don't see as much convection taking place within the area, but it is quite windy for some of us, thanks to an area of high pressure to the north. As it pertains to rainfall as we head through today, though, this is a look at what is anticipated, and more color indicates more rain. So as I said, that trough has been around for some time, and the trough, if you're not too familiar, is an area of low pressure, an elongated area of low pressure. Within low pressure areas, we tend to find atmospheric instability, which helps to contribute to cloud formation and eventually showers and thunderstorms. So that's been happening persistently in parts of the East Caribbean. And as we head through today, we're already seeing some action for parts of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. That's going to be continuing. So some areas may experience some additional thunderstorms and heavy rain. Likewise for the Virgin Islands and headed to the Leeward Islands. But then as we go from around Martinique southward, including Barbados, not seeing much color there. So a few passing showers at most. And then headed to South America, that area is generally active and it will remain active with some periods of heavy rain and thunderstorms continuing. Likewise for Costa Rica, Panama, but then headed further north, Nicaragua, Honduras, parts of Belize, the offshore islands as well. It may not be as active, although there could be some showers loitering here and there. ABC Islands, there could be a few showers passing by as we head through the rest of today. Cayman Islands is going to be on the drier side, likewise for parts of Cuba. Sections of Jamaica may experience some downpours, but for many places it will be a pretty sunny day. And then as we head up to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, it's going to be a similar story, so not much anticipated. And eventually, as we head to summer, while we will be seeing more rainfall activity across parts of the Caribbean, especially as we head into July, is when we will get more of the dust outbreaks. So the Saharan air layer, that's a mass of dust that moves from the Sahara Desert in Africa. It travels westward, and it has a couple downsides to it and also benefits in that, well, the benefits in terms of preventing tropical development or limiting development. And this is a look at the forecast. So there's a little bit of dust that is moving across the tropical Atlantic right now, and the darker brown shade indicates the higher concentration of dust. So that's closer to Africa. But there's a bit of dust that's going to be passing through over the next couple of days through the Lesser Antilles. Nothing too crazy, but when we get those denser dust masses, you may notice those hazy skies, especially when you look out into the distance. So we're going to be seeing these instances of these dust masses moving through every now and again. So that's pretty much what we have going on, guys. And looking at the surface chart, there's that broken orange line representing that trough, which still extends into the regions. So that's what we have going on right now. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. And in the case of any heavy rainfall event, please do not take any unnecessary risks and stay safe. So I hope you found this update to be informative. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always do otherwise.